Hi, Freddie.
Hey, True Believers, England teen here, Friday night, and let's read a comic. I have fun at these where we just basically go through and give you a high school reading of any kind of the first appearance of any superhero, villain, team, object, if you want. Hey, let's find out where Batman first got the Batmobile. That would be great. Why are you? It looks like you're praying there, Pixel. Oh, I hope to give a good performance.
Never mind.
Right. Okay, and now to help read we're going to do the origin of Batman, the first appearance of Batman and the first appearance of Robin tonight, because both of them are about 8 issues, so I think we can get through them. And just for fun, did I say 8 issues, 8 pages? It would be 8 issues if it was released today, this 8-page story that started Batman. And yeah, why not? It's Batman month or Batman Day next week, so I figured, what the hell, let's make it Batman month. No, let's make it Batman 2 months, because next month is Villains month, and Batman does have the best villains. Ooh, good idea. See, that's why I've got the Disney hat. All righty, say hello to Evil Black Cat in the chat, and trusty sidekick Maranya's here as well. How do you do? Gratu is with us to hear us read some Golden Age comics badly. And once again, to help read, I got to introduce Eric Back-Issue Breen.
Good evening, kids.
And, of course, the real Dr. VENKMAN, except no substitutes.
Howdy, folks.
Okay, now, I do believe in our collection, each one of us has a Detective Comics 37, or 27, right? I am up today. I don't know why I'm getting...
You mean 1027?
Yeah.
No, but I do know somebody that does. So
you know somebody hasn't.
That's as close as I'm ever going to get.
Okay, I'm going to need an address. I'm going to need a work schedule.
Oh no, he's not stupid enough to give out his real name and address.
Eric's tried.
Yeah. It's kind of that line in Stand By Me where they're talking, I'll bet you $10,000 they don't find the bod, and he's like, either you two had $10,000, they kill you both. Yeah, you never want to admit to me you have an Action Comics #1. Trust me. Yeah, I just said that I would kill my friends for a Superman first appearance.
Well, now I know what happened to Nick Cage's copy.
There you go. Well, he's still alive, isn't he? Anywho, let's see where should we go? Let's share this out and get this thing started. So today, Batman / Bruce Wayne is going to. Whoa, hello, Pixel.
I meant to turn off the green screen. My bad.
Okay. Is going to be played by VENKMAN, and Commissioner Gordon, and narration is going to be played by Eric Breen. And basically, the two of us, Pixel and myself, are going to switch back and forth between other characters. So I hope you guys enjoy. And by all means, as I said, we're going to be doing Bat Family, and the next month Bat Villains. So if you, or just villains, if you have a request, if you say, hey, I would like to see you guys do this book, by all means, leave it in the comment section of the video when it's posted. That way I'll actually see it. But there you go. Let's get this thing going. We always talk about the covers first. This is, of course, iconic.
Yes.
But has anybody ever asked, what the hell is his line attached to?
No.
They're already over the rooftops. Like, what airplane did he attach his, or I'm sorry, blimp, it's Gotham City.
It's got to be a blimp.
It's attached to the top of the cover.
Oh, you know what? I'm overthinking things.
Ask a silly question.
You got to realize he's probably holding onto a kite that's in the air because it's so windy, and he just...
So yeah, if that cover was bigger, you'd get the first appearance of Kite Man.
Yep, I am. I know it's. I'm just way overthinking this. Whoop, hold on, just.
I also want to know how easy it is to get roof access on the Gotham City, because everyone's always on the roof.
Everybody is on the yeah, that is true. You do have a point there. All righty.
There's always those rooftop chases. Like, I understand for Catwoman and and Batman, but every once in a while, you'll see other people on top of the roofs. It's like, how do they get up there? It's like,
oh, I would like to point out that this is called the Batman It's the case of the chemical syndicate, and it's not by Bob Kane. It's by Robert Kane, but of course we know that they misspelled Bill Finger.
It looks like Rob Forkane.
There you go. Yeah. All righty, Eric, you start us off.
The Batman, a mysterious and adventurous figure fighting for righteousness and apprehending the wrongdoer in his lone battle against the evil forces of society. His identity remains unknown. The home of Commissioner Gordon, who at the moment is entertaining his young socialite friend, Bruce Wayne.
Well, Commissioner, anything exciting happening these days?
No, except this fellow they call the Batman puzzles me.
Ring.
Hello? What's that? Lambert? The Chemical King? Stabbed to death? His son's fingerprint on the knife? I'll be right over. Talk about something exciting. Old Lambert has been murdered at his mansion. I'm going there now. Like to come along?
Oh, well, nothing else to do. Might as well.
The Commissioner and Bruce Wayne speed toward the Lambert residence. Hello, Sergeant. Everything under control?
Yes, sir. We've got young Lambert in the back room.
And after a thorough examination of the scene of the crime, the room becomes busy with the usual police routine. Well, I'm finished in here. Let me talk to young Lambert. Hello, Lambert. They say you killed your father. That's direct.
I didn't do it! Commissioner, believe me, I didn't do it.
Calm yourself, my boy, and tell me all about why you did it.
Well, no. Well, sir, tonight I came home early, and as I was passing the library, I heard a groan. I rushed in, and there was my father lying on the floor with a knife in him. And as I rushed in, I got the impression of something leaping out of the window. I also noticed that father's safe was opened. I pulled the knife out of my father's body and turned him toward me just in time to hear him say,
Contract. Oh.
and then he died. That's how I got my fingerprints on the knife. That's the truth, Commissioner.
Did your dad have any enemies or people who had an interest in his business activities?
Not that I know of, except his 3 former business partners. Let's see. They were Stephen Crane, Paul Rogers, and Alfred Stryker.
Commissioner,
Okay.
There's a man named Steve Crane who wants to speak to old Lambert. When I told him that old Lambert was murdered, he got very excited, wanted to speak to you.
This is Commissioner Gordon. What's the trouble?
Yesterday, Mr. Lambert called and told me he received an anonymous threat on his life. Today, I received the same, and that's why I called up. And I'm afraid I'll be next. What shall I do?
Wait, and do not let anybody in. We'll be over as soon as we can. What's that, Bruce?
Oh, hum. I'll leave you here to finish your work. I'm going home.
Meanwhile, Stephen Crane sits in his library with a feeling of impending danger when suddenly...
Ah! No, it's my turn.
That's the character that was on the phone.
Oh,
There
okay,
is-
sorry.
There is a sickening shot. Crane slumps in his chair, dead. The murderer rushes to the safe and secures a paper.
Did you get the paper?
Yeah.
As the 2 men leer over their conquest, they do not notice a third menacing figure standing behind them. It is the Batman.
The Batman!
The Batman lashes out with a terrific right. He grabs his second adversary in a deadly headlock and with a mighty heave,
Ah.
sends the burly criminal flying through space.
He yeeted him.
The Batman swiftly picks up the paper that murderers stole from Stephen Crane's safe. Meanwhile, the commissioner draws up in his car.
It's the Batman! Get him!
Blam, blam. I like the fact that they're shooting before they even say stop or anything. Is just to get them. Mr. Crane has been murdered, sir. It's horrible.
That's 2 dead partners out of the 4 that have received threatening notes. The other 2 must have received them too. Let's go to Rogers next.
Oops.
Paul Rogers, is that the guy from Bad Company?
Sorry, gang. I don't know why it went to normal mode there. And let's see. Okay, here we go.
The Batman reads the paper he snatched from the killers, and a grim smile comes to his lips.
What the hell's going on with this? It's supposed to go into...
Can you click on an individual panel? Just double click on a panel.
There we go.
He speeds his car forward to an unknown destination. Meanwhile, Rogers, who has learned of Lambert's death by news broadcast, has already gone to the neighboring laboratory of his erstwhile partner, Alfred Stryker. Stryker.
Hello, Jennings. I must see Stryker quickly.
Won't you come in? Sock.
Now.
Shoo!
Those things are funny.
Jennings, Stryker's assistant, carries Rogers to the basement of his laboratory.
One more out of the way. Soon I'll control everything.
Except for the page.
Except for the page turner. This is the gas chamber I used to kill guinea pigs to experiment with. Damn. But now you are my guinea pig. When this glass lid covers you entirely, gas will come through in the jet and kill you.
You fiend!
Jennings pulls a brake, which starts the glass down over Rogers and certain doom.
I'm going down now to turn the gas on. Sleep well.
You're not very nice.
At that moment, the Batman leaps through an open transom. The Batman seizes a wrench from a table and leaps for the gas chamber. The Batman quickly plugs the gas jet with a handkerchief as the gas chamber descends entirely over them. He then unties Rogers and with a powerful swing,
Crash.
Jennings returns and is startled by the Batman. He reaches for his gun.
What the?
The Batman greets Jennings with a flying tackle.
And we see Batman laying on top of Jennings, beating the snot out of him.
Meanwhile, Alfred Stryker has heard the crash of the gas chamber as he enters the laboratory.
Rogers, what happened?
Your assistant Jennings tried to kill me.
However, Stryker has not noticed the Batman, who has secluded himself in the shadows.
So he didn't get you after all. Well, I'll finish you and then throw your body in the acid tank below.
You?
Ow, my hand! He yells as we see the Batman grab it. The knife falls to the floor.
Into his arm.
Yep.
What's the idea? Why did he try to kill me?
This rat behind the murders. You see, I learned that you, Lambert, Crane, and Stryker were once partners at the Apex Chemical Corporation. Stryker, who wished to be sole owner, but having no ready cash, made secret contracts with you to pay a certain sum of money each year until he owned the business. He figured by killing you and stealing contracts, he wouldn't have to pay this money.
A very clever scheme. And being the contracts were a strict secret between the 4 of us, our heirs or the outside world wouldn't know a thing about them. But how did you know all this?
I secured this contract from one of the hired killers.
Ah, clever.
Suddenly, Stryker, with the strength of a madman, tears himself free from the grasp of the Batman.
We see Batman sock right in the face of the bad guy. The gun goes off in the air, but the bad guy falls to his doom.
Pixel?
Oh, sorry. He's falling right into the acid tank.
Yeah!
Christian Bale Batman. I don't let save you. Fitting in for his kind.
His kind? What does that mean, Batman? How can I thank you?
What
Why?
do you mean, you people?
How could I ever thank you? Why? He's gone. How does he do that?
The next day, young Bruce Wayne is again a visitor at Commissioner's house, who has just finished telling Bruce the latest exploits of the Batman. And then Rogers said the Batman went through the skylight.
A very fairy tale commissioner, indeed.
After Bruce Wayne has gone. Bruce Wayne is a nice young chap, but he certainly must lead a boring life. Seems disinterested in everything. Bruce Wayne returns home to his room. A little later, his door slowly opens and reveals its occupant. If the commissioner could see his young friend now, he'd be amazed to learn that he is the Batman.
Dun, dun, dun.
Watch for a new thrilling Batman story when Batman explains to viewers that aren't 100 years old what a transom is.
I was waiting for somebody to mention that.
All righty. This is one of those examples, as you say before. It's all right. Back then, of course, this was something new. We've actually seen this story done modern day with all the good writing and everything. So, yeah, it wasn't bad. I didn't mind that one.
No, I didn't mind it at all. I think it was I don't know if I don't know what I'm saying. Move on.
Okay. How about you, Brain? What would you say about it?
Product of its time. I mean, it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I mean, obviously, okay, this is the first appearance of Batman. This is the one that started everything.
What year
This
is it?
the one that started all. 1937.
Okay.
So this is also, by the way, when the birth of the superhero comic books are really finding their going ahead.
Detective Comics premiered in 37. This came out in 39.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because Superman was 38. Yeah, you're right. That's what I was thinking. I was actually thinking of the debut of Detective.
Now, see, over on Comic Book Puppets, those guys are reading the 1940s Flash from Flash Comics with Jay Garrick, and then you have Hawkman. Those seemed a little bit more fun, I guess, more fun to read, I guess. Not the Flash, but the Hawkman story, the backup story in the book. I kind of like that more than I like this. But then I've only read one issue of this. That's the first I've ever read of any Detective Comics from the 40s or just before the 40s.
Oh, hold on just a sec. Let me address something. I do not tolerate any slurs of any kind. Bronx Beat. Absolutely not. Zero. Zilch. None whatsoever. There's no leniency to this. So that's why. Frankly, you want to stay on. You used gay as a slur. Not allowed here. You want to stay on? That's the rules. You don't? That's up to you. It's good. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good time. But if you do, no slurs. Zero. None. All right.
So, Brain, you're old. What does transom mean?
I still hate Black Cat.
Right.
Did you see tonight's offering?
No, what do you say?
A product of its time. Hypocrisy. Thy name is Breen.
Right. No, he was right though. He was right. I did get it wrong. I was when I clicked on this, it actually said it was Detective Comics, and right by it was 1937, so I had it in my head. But yes, this came out a year after Superman, or almost a year after Superman.
VENKMAN, a transom is a small window above a door.
Okay.
I know that because I have one at my house. Yes, my house is older than me.
All right, Evil Black Cat, get him.
In the ceiling? In the ceiling, or like on the same wall?
No, right above. There'd be like the door, and then there'd be a little. If you watch an old movie, all the rooms have a transom above the door in case you ever locked your key out and could do it. You could. That's another way you could get in. Of course, that would also work for burglars. But yeah, so that's a transom.
That was before the doggy doors. You could throw the dog through the thing.
Yeah. So there you go, gang. What did you guys think of the very first appearance of Batman? When was the last time you read this? I mean, I know we've each read these things. I think this is the first time for you, VENKMAN. Was this the first time for you, Pixel?
Yes, it was actually my first time reading that.
What did you think of it? Like, because I know this is one of those things you probably have seen you've seen pages or panels from it, but you probably haven't read it. So, yeah.
No, I have to agree with Breen, even though it's a hypocrisy for him, but it's not for me. It is a product of its time. I don't think it's bad, certainly not.
Mm-hmm.
And what it would go to become is fantastic.
Yeah.
You could do that story today. It would just look a little bit different. I mean, the essential plot elements are timeless. It's the dialogue stilted because hell, it's 82 years old now.
Yeah, and of course you would want to expand on the motives and everything like that, which we did see. There is, I believe it's 627.
Where they stretched this story out.
Yeah, where they did it like 6 different times, and yeah, each story kind of gave you a little bit of a different element to it. So yeah. By the way, we're being asked by Omar, did you miss the Batman read-along? The Batman, yes, but we're doing Batman and Robin tonight. So in just a moment, I'm going to get Detective Comics 38 running.
Holy sequel, Batman!
So 1937, Clint Eastwood was 7 years old. I wonder if he had this book.
Yeah, that's actually something. He may have actually picked this up from not the comic shop. It would be from the local
newsstand,
Five and Dime or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
And one of his little pals tried to take it away from him. And what did he say to him?
Go ahead.
You feeling lucky?
Oh, there you go. Okay. Any one of the many.
Because his had already dropped by age 7. I'm pretty convinced.
And of course, we can't ignore the fact that Batman did just go fitting into his kind as the bad guy went over instead of trying to save him, which he would now.
Yeah, well, he also carried a gun in those.
Yeah,
days,
there are stories that we may get to where he is actually carrying a gun as well. I think in the first 10 or 12 issues, he killed 4 or 5 people as well. Like actively killed. One, he breaks his neck as he's flying, like the guy's got his head out the window and Batman comes along and kicks him so hard he breaks his neck up against the windowsill.
Well, that was also one of the Neil Adams one stories with the Abominable Snowman.
Mm-hmm.
Let him go off the cliff and just let him die.
Yeah, Batman was hardcore early on, says MK. Up next, first appearance of my favorite comic book character, says Evil Black Cat, Dick Grayson, Robin. And yeah, we were talking about, because next week is Batman Day, and I figured, you know what, let's get Batman, and then we'll do the first Robin, and maybe let's pick up some of the Batman family this month. So it might be fun to concentrate on them. So okay, let's let me get this all set up. And
I wonder if that's where the Christopher Nolan got the whole idea for the first one, Batman Begins, where he's like, I'm not going to kill you, but it doesn't mean I have to save you. I wonder if he based it off, so the really old ones of these where he didn't necessarily save the people. Yeah, it's not. I guess it does have a little bit of comic book history to be able to do that. Okay.
Joker died in the Jack Nicholson character in the Batman '89 movie, but I don't know about his comic book first appearance. No. Yeah, in his first appearance, we read that, man. Yeah, we read Joker dies.
Remember, he seemingly falls to his death, and then they got the sales figures in and said, "Ooh, he gets out."
Yep. And anytime Joker dies or does anything like that, they never find the body, so they could always bring him back. Alrighty, so once again, we're going to have Pixel do the voice of Robin. Venkman, you can still do Batman if you want.
Does he have more lines this time?
He probably has more lines. I'm guessing he does.
Because he had like 2 thought bubbles for Batman.
I know, right? His first appearance, he says 3 things.
He's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
We'll have Eric do the narration, and I guess I'll do random characters. So there you go. All righty, let me share this up.
At least get to know them first.
Oh no! It's the strange that makes it interesting. Okay, so let me get any last minute. Can you name a story in the book where Joker dies? It would be his first appearance. Of course, they brought him back.
Strange Apparitions. He dies in that, or so we thought.
Right. Yeah.
Didn't he die in the weird one where the head is like his mouth was gone, sewed on top of his forehead?
That is so weird.
There was a horror, like really disturbing one. I forget what it's called, but it was with the Joker. He went to London.
Alrighty. So anywho, can y'all see? You see the Detective 38?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you guys?
Wait, did you say yes or no?
I can see yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty. Once again, we talk about the cover. This is an iconic cover. As a matter of fact, I've got a T-shirt of it with me holding the thing while just some guy jumps through the little paper wrap. Beyond that, it's very typical poster kind of cover. He pauses for other people.
He's exploiting children, making them jump through.
Yeah, I'm just
dress in these tights and jump through this hoop.
Are you dressed as Batman in that poster?
Right. No, I'm not dressed as Batman on the T-shirt that I've got.
He'd be more like Robin.
Yeah, but just some guy is just some guy's character from. Okay. We get a little closer look, and there you go.
The Batman, that amazing weird figure of night, at last takes under his protecting mantle an ally in his relentless fight against crime. Introducing in this issue an exciting new figure whose incredible gymnastic and athletic feats will astound you. A laughing, fighting young daredevil who scoffs at danger, like the legendary Robin Hood whose name and spirit he has adopted. Robin, the Boy Wonder. Legend, Robin, the Boy Wonder, and how he became the ally of the Batman.
Okay, I don't want to go full on Frederick Wortham here, but I swear the way they printed this, the lettering on this, it looks like it says his protecting mantle anally.
Oh no!
In his Okay, let's move on. Oh, that's actually a panel. I thought that was still like a little.
Thanks, pal.
Sorry. There we go. Okay, let me get back to it. And there you go. All right.
Our scene. A rising young town outside the big city where the Haley Circus plays an engagement. Inside the big tent, the flying Graysons, father, mother, and young son Dick swing on the flying trapeze.
Maybe not hit Dick so hard, it kind of comes out wrong. Okay, so anyway.
There's a swinging what?
We're not going to get through this, are we?
Every swinging Dick. Later, his part of the act over, the boy, Dick, is going past Mr. Haley's room when he hears voices.
And if you pay us, we protect you. Get it, Haley?
Yes, I get it. You're gangsters. It's a protection racket. I'll call the police.
You don't want to die, do you? Be sensible. Pay us and protect the show from accidents.
Get out. Get out.
Okay, buddy, it's your funeral. Remember, accidents will happen.
The next night, in the audience, Bruce Wayne, the Batman, enjoys the show.
And now, that young Dick Grayson on Oh, excuse me, I just read that wrong. And now that young Dick Grayson is safe below, the Flying Graysons will perform their death-defying act, the triple spin.
The drums roll. Grayson flies out, turns over 3 times, and straightens out.
Nicely done, John.
Suddenly, the ropes part.
John!
Mary!
Wilbur.
Mother! Father!
They'll be killed.
Are they? Oh no!
I'm afraid so, son.
Later.
Too bad about that accident, Haley.
Yeah, but there wouldn't be any accidents if you paid us to protect you.
You murderers. All right, I'll pay. But only so no one else will be killed.
But outside the door, Dick listens. When?
They killed my mother and father. I'm going to the police.
No, son. Not yet. Oh, that's him. That's
Batman.
That's Batman. Yeah.
No, son, not yet. I'm the Batman. I want to help you get those murderers. They put acid on the trapeze ropes. You can't go to the police. Come with me. I'll tell you why. Get candy.
Why do I hear about acid every week?
Why
can't I tell the police?
Well, first, when a man takes a liking to a...
Have you ever seen a girl mat naked?
You know when scraps rubs up against your leg?
Have you ever seen... Do you like gladiator movies? That's my favorite line. Okay, anyway.
Why can't I tell the police?
Because this whole town is run by the boss of Zuko. If you told what you knew, you'd be dead in an hour. I'm going to hide you in my home for a while.
I don't want to go full on Frederick Wortham here, but...
The Batman thinks back to the time when his parents, too, were innocent victims of a criminal.
My parents, too, were killed by a criminal. That's why I devoted my life to extreme rape. I was like, eat hot death.
Then I want to also. Take me with you, please.
I'm glad he added "with you" to that sentence.
Oh, man.
Okay. Game face, gang. We're losing it.
The Batman is reluctant, but the troubled face of the boy moves him deeply.
Well, I guess you and I were both victims of a similar trouble. All right, I'll make you my aid, but I warn you, I lead a perilous life.
I'm not afraid.
You should be. That night, 2 grim figures take an undying oath.
And I swear that I'll not do anything to you when you're in your bedroom.
Oh my gosh!
And I swear that we two will fight together against crime and corruption, and never to swerve from the path of righteousness.
I swear it, Batman.
Oh, okay, sorry. The training begins.
I've been doing this since I was 4 years old.
As far as swinging ropes go, you could probably teach me a trick or two.
Boxing. He's back.
And then you sort out to snap your punch and put your shoulder behind it. Do it right, and you can hit as hard as any featherweight champ.
Like this?
Jiu-jitsu.
That's it. Now I'll teach you another trick if I don't die.
And thus, Dick Grayson, by the hand of fate, is transformed into that astonishing phenomenon, that young Robin Hood of today, Robin, the Boy Wonder. Many months later, after strenuous work and study.
Well, now that I'm ready, Batman, what's our next move?
Now, Dick, we're going to go back to the small town and go to work. You're going to get a job as a newsboy, and...
The next day, a grubby, dirty-faced kid joins the newsboys of the small town.
Here you are. Get your papers. Papers.
A day later.
A new kid around here, aren't you?
Yeah, sir. Why?
Every kid that sells newspapers gives us a third of their take every week. And you ain't no exception. Get this. If we catch you holding out, we'll beat you up and then we'll take your papers.
I'll pay. I'll pay.
And you'll have no proof of vaccination.
And they said they would collect from me tomorrow.
Good. Continue to act frightened so that they don't suspect you. Now listen.
Next night.
So you gonna pay us, eh?
Yes, sure. Now you won't beat me up, will you?
Nah, you just keep paying us and you'll be okay.
The Batman told me to follow them, so here goes. Well, they went into that house over there.
Inside the mysterious house.
Well, boss, there it is. The take of the week.
It isn't enough. See, you've got to get more money out of our customers. See, I want you to go to the butchers, the tailors, laundries, and the rest and milk 'em dry. See?
Jimmy Cagney's really let himself go.
All of them get it. All of them get it. See? Even the newsboys and the rest of the small stuff. If they don't play ball, you know what to do. See? Start tomorrow night.
See?
See? Tomorrow night? Wow, I better tell the Batman right away.
Next night, a tailor store.
But I can't pay you anymore. I haven't got it. Get it. And if you don't...
Suddenly, from behind.
I think that's you, VENKMAN.
Don't talk so much.
And we see Batman crush their skulls together.
Howl, just as I thought. If you see Boss Zuko, tell him the Batman was here. Good day, gentlemen.
In a butcher shop.
Pay up or else you'll... What? And we see Batman grab the bad guy.
Or else you'll get a sock on the jaw. Tell Zuko I just dropped in to say hello. Au revoir.
In a gambling house owned by Boss Zuko.
Batman crashes through the window.
Pardon the intrusion, gentlemen.
It's the Batman! Get him!
Are they at a disco floor?
Batman socks 3 in one blow.
It's like the Hanson brothers.
So, you want to play? Well.
And then the Batman throws a casino table towards them.
Here's a roulette table to play with.
The Batman sweeps through the room like a cyclone, overthrowing the gambling tables.
He's throwing all the money on the floor. Get it! The money!
With no one to stop them because of the fight, the gambling crowd runs amok, grabbing all the money.
The $100 bill! Whoopee! Here's my chance to get back what I lost. They're taking all the dough. They're wrecking the place. Wait till Zuko hears about this.
Adieu, gentlemen. I hope I haven't caused a disturbance.
Outside a laundry store.
And tell Zuko he needs a little cleaning himself.
That's rude, see?
In the stores holding Zuko's slot machines.
But what'll I tell Zuko's men?
Just say, the Batman.
Oops.
An hour later.
I'll take Zuko, Professor,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind. And then the Batman.
The Batman? Shut up about the Batman. See? That guy walks in and out of my places and nobody stops him. I'm boss of this town, see? And no one can do that to me, see?
Say, boss, this package just came by express for you.
Well, Blade, open it up. Open it up.
Well, I'll be a bat.
It must be from the Batman. Look, there's a note inside the box. Thank.
Get out of town, Zuko. I know you are also trying to get protection money from the company that is putting up the cannon building.
I think it's
sorry. Okay, whatever. Stay away. I'm protecting that building from your protection mob.
Oh, yeah, I'm the boss of this town, see? No one can talk to me like that and get away with it. Come on, boys. We're going to the cannon building. I'm still Boss Zuko, see?
I got you, boss. Oh,
sorry.
I see.
As the Batman just joined us in the chat, he said
Hey, Batman,
it's written in guano. It must smell like bat crap. And also, I hope that bat wasn't harmed at all in the box for too long.
No bats were harmed in the making of this comic.
As the car leaves, there, riding on the tire rack, Robin, the boy wonder.
The Batman's plan worked. Zuko is so mad he's going to do the job personally.
The Canaan building.
Okay, I tied up the watchman.
Good, you stay down here as guard. Now I'm going to convince Kanan he should pay up. Bring the dynamite, boys.
As Zuko and his men go up, suddenly from the shadows, the streaking figure of Robin, the boy wonder.
Hey! Sorry, boy, but I'm going up.
And Robin knocks him into the elevator. Now we'll just blow up the top of the building to scare Cannon into paying, and if he don't, the next time... Boss, look over there, someone on the girder.
As a shot whistles past, Robin takes a stone from his belt and places it in a queer-looking instrument, the slingshot.
Shoot him!
You were so sure I was going to do something.
Yeah, I really did. Yeah. I thought somebody was going to say something.
Like David fighting Goliath, Robin fights the gangsters.
A bullseye!
An amazing leap. A sweeping swing. And the young daredevil lands among the murderous gunmen.
Why, it's only a kid.
Who just kicked me in the nuts? Using his knowledge of jiu-jitsu taught by the Batman, the plucky boy puts up a stiff fight against overwhelming odds. Suddenly, Robin slips. With a super effort, the boy wonder twists and manages to catch hold of a lower girder, but...
Slipped, eh, kid? Well, you're gonna slip some more after I stamp on your fingers.
But as the gangster steps on Robin's fingers, the Wonder Boy twists his body up and around the girder.
Say your prayers, buddy.
Kicking the gunman off the girder into space.
A wise kid, eh? Let's see you get out of this. And we see Zuko holding a gun to him as he hangs from the girder.
But swinging through the air, the Batman.
Mind if I join the party, Zuko? So sorry to drop in. So I expect to lead this way. What pleasure this gives me, you'll never know.
The Batman! I'm getting out of here!
A rope suddenly loops around the blade and jerks him off the girder.
Why? Why, Golden Age? Why do you do this kind of stuff to us?
I don't know what you mean. This is perfectly normal.
Go ahead. As the gangster dangles, The Batman produces a small vial.
Do you know what's in this vial, Blade? It's acid. The same acid that you put on the trapeze or the flying graces, and it's going to eat away the rope unless you sign a confession naming names.
I'll confess. Pull me up. Pull me up. He's being hanged. How is he talking? Acid smashed it. He's strangling here.
Blade signs a full confession.
It was Zuko that put me up to it, I swear. You dirty squealer.
Snap it,
Robin. Okay, go ahead.
Snap it, Robin.
Rat.
Got it.
Yeah. The crazed Zuko lunges at Blade, tearing him from the Batman's grip. And
That's enough, Robin. We got all the evidence we need.
What evidence?
I and the boy bring a camera just in case he snapped you pushing out Blade. The film and the confession will be sent to the governor. Boss Zuko, your boss will be the electric chair.
days later.
Pix.
Oh, is that Dick? Okay. Extra Zuko guilty of murder. Governor to clean up city politics. Extra.
Well, Dick, now that your parents' deaths have been avenged, are you going back to circus life?
No, I think Mother and Dad would like me to go on fighting crime. And as for me, well, I sure do love adventure, Batman.
Okay, you reckless young squirt. I had to whale you for jumping those men alone. Why didn't you wait for me?
Aw, I didn't want to miss any of the fun. Say, I can hardly wait till we go on our next case. I bet it'll be a corker.
Thrills, thrills, and more thrills is what that amazing character, the Batman, in the sensational find of 1940, Robin the Boy Wonder of the comic strips, give you in every issue. With their astounding exploits, watch for next month's thrilling episode.
All right, there you go. That is the first appearance of Robin. I got to tell you, I don't think I've ever read that. I think that was the first time I've read this book. Well, no, I did read it because I had it in the showcase. But that was a long time ago.
Pix, you know what this means now. Titans isn't a bad show. It's being accurate.
What do you mean?
No.
They kill people.
Oh, and the Titans? Yeah. Well, it's the golden age. Even Robin killed somebody this comic book. Holy crap. I didn't think that happened.
Oopsie daisy.
But yeah, wow. There's a lot of stuff in this one. It's just yeah, Frederick Wortham may have had a point.
Snap the rope. What the heck?
Look, what's a little jerking off between thugs?
And girders, yes. Batman used to be cool. Now he's a whiny kid trying to convince people he's the real Batman. Since well, that's only a one. I don't. Did they replace him in the real one? And hello to the Batman who joined us. Ethereal Dragons in the house. Trusty sidekick. What up to Helium? They actually have a death penalty in Gotham. What the hell? Why is it? See, that's one of the things, Omar. A lot of people go, should the Batman kill? And aren't all the victims that the Joker, since the Batman won't kill him, aren't the victims' blood on Batman's hand? No, because Batman brings him in. He goes to court, and then he's put into Arkham. It's not Batman. Batman's job is not to kill anyone. The courts keep saying that he should survive. After a while, you would think the courts would go, this time let's kill him. That's how it becomes legal. So I think
at some point, Batman has to realize, if I don't do it, these bleepers won't. So next time we're fighting on a girder, after I jerk him off, I'm going to let him go.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I never understood the whole should Batman kill the Joker thing. It's not his job. It's the job of the states to do the Joker in, and they've never taken that responsibility.
Technically not his job to fight him either.
Yep. Tom King sold that for us. You reading the Batman?
Skip and Tosh, when you say you have this book, are you saying that you actually have this book, like the original Golden Age Batman 38? If so, what's your address? What is your work schedule? When do you?
When will you be gone?
Yes.
Well, I
imagine he's got a reprint. That's what I can think of, or a trade.
What are you saying, Pix?
well, I was saying the Joker every time he just pleads insanity. So I mean, it's hard to say he's not insane. So
Yeah. But that's on the state. It's not on Batman. And as the Batman is saying, if you ask if the Batman should kill, you must ask the same question of every other superhero. I think not killing makes it harder. And
Skip says he has it. Now, Skip, do you have a reprint or actual like real version of it?
Is it 5 minutes ago already? So anywho, let's see. Batman is polite, wisecracking guy who kills gangsters, says Zach. So what did you think this time around, Pixel? What did you think of this one?
oh, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Go
ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
I was going to say it's got a lot of what we decided to dub Golden Age goofiness in it this time around, I think.
I was shocked. They only dropped the word queer once.
Yeah, and Girder is jerking off the villains, and
but the Alan Scott had it like 50 times. So they must have been trying to say something.
No.
Okay.
They're being jerked off the girder.
But there was nothing queer about that.
Goodness. And of course we did notice that there was a swinging dick throughout the book as well. God, I knew we wouldn't get past it.
Oh, the innuendos.
I know, right? All of them. So there you go, gang. I hope you had a good time with these books. I certainly have fun with these things. We'll figure out something.
Batman.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I think I enjoy doing the Golden and Silver Age books a little bit more than modern. Not saying we won't do modern comics, but they're the goofiness kind of.
Let's be honest, this is more fun.
It is.
I mean, Jay Garrick in order to prevent people from running away, he pulls their clothes off and leaves them there with no clothes.
And by the way, when I say modern, I'm not talking about 2010 comics. I'm talking about like 2000s, 1990s.
No, I agree. These are more fun than even the stuff from the 60s and 70s because it's just, But I will say, in all seriousness, whoever was writing this, because I doubt if Kane even bothered to write the early ones, I think it was much better, even from 27 to 38. I mean, it seemed like there was more meat on the bone and more stuff going on, and I thought they were, and I've read the early issues straight through, and I said Batman was actually there were some legitimately good stories in these early days.
There you go. All righty, so let's see. What do we have? Batman saying is the person behind Puppetine.
I don't know what he's talking about. Though I will say, you've never seen me and Puppetine in the same place, have you?
Yeah. MK saying that's cool. I guess you could say he didn't skip the original Batman. Let's say skip. I don't even know how much it's worth. My grandfather gave it to me because I just always loved the Boy Wonder. So yeah, he has a copy of it. Once again, work schedule, address, and even your neighbors. The people might come looking for this one.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden you see it hanging on my wall behind me. No.
Where did Skip go?
Are there transom innuendos? That's good pun work there, Zach. Superman should get drunk and kill a hooker sometime like he hasn't already. Come on. There you go. All righty, gang. So there you go. What do we got going? Tomorrow's the auction. Sunday is going to be something. And Sunday, I'm doing an interview with one of the voices from Darkwing Duck. So that should be fun. And that'll be on I Love Comics. We set that up. Cool. Let me get his name here.
Jim Sterling?
No. Nope. Aaron Sparrow. So yeah, it says he's done Darkwing Duck, Warcraft, Family Values, DMC3. So he's done some writing and such. So we'll be talking about all sorts of stuff. Plus, he's a Disney fan, so it's going to go everywhere. Please check that out. It'll be Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and I will make sure it's Sunday 9 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, he's Launchpad.
Well, there you go. And let's see. On Monday, we should be having. No, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it because I need to get confirmation. Because he said he would, but we hopefully, fingers crossed, will have a guest on Monday.
Is he voice?
So there you go. Big guest, in my opinion. Huge guest. So there you
I'll
go.
do my best to make it Monday. I know.
Right.
You sure he's a voice actor?
I'll tell you what. If when you create Bane, then you could be part of the show. All righty. So I'm just kidding.
Oh,
so
no,
there you go, gang. Lots of stuff happening. Please keep a watch out for videos and such. I just put out one on this channel for the comic book origin of Richard Dragon, Kung Fu Fighter, and one on Old Man Comics for Iron Fist. So please check those out as well. And don't forget to go on over to Puppeteen. What are you guys calling your channel these days? You have a name change?
Yes. It used to be I Love Puppets over there, but now it's Comic Book Puppets. So it's been updated and it's a little more topical. So
okay, there you go. And what's your is that where you also do the readings?
Yes.
Alrighty. And what about 4-color fossils? Are you guys talking about anything particular, or is it just come on over and watch us share some of the most awesome books you wish you had?
A little of both.
All right.
This month, Graphic is paid the upgrade so you can have up to 10. So, why don't you drop by? The person here that's old enough to qualify to be there.
Pixel, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. Pass on to Pixel.
Okay, gang. Well, once again, thank you very much for hanging out with us. We're and listening to us butcher classic comics. It's a lot of fun. Thank you very much to Pixel and to VENKMAN and to Eric for helping out as well. And as always, thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good night.
Good night, kid.